Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. We're not saying goodbye to Despair right now. We've got 2 murders to investigate still. I thought I covered everything here. I actually want to take a look at the truth bullets. It's been a few days since I played this, so I want to just go over what we've learned. Got the Monokuma file. There are 2 victims this time: Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoki Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking, right? There are no other external injuries. Hyoki Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. Here's her death was instant. Blood on the soles, right? Blood stains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. Rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. Not convinced that she hung herself. Hotel room key. The key to the motel room that Hyoki was staying in was buried deep inside her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. And her kimono was on backwards, if I remember correctly. Scrap of thick paper stuck to the baton lighting. I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm a bit lost in this one. Complicated. Black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. Looks like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. There's a lot of stuff going on with this case and the supermarket, so we should probably investigate that. The stepladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on its side, on its left side. A slight blood stain can be seen. We didn't see the blood stain when Ibuki allegedly hung herself in the video. Could have fallen into the blood. The candle. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from this candle, even though there was an overhead light. Surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. The temperature was warm. Extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. That I really don't get. Is there someone that liked things really warm? Maybe that's the clue. We got the blood smudge on the floor, wiped off the music venue stage. Ibuki had no open wounds, is believed to be the blood of Hyoki. The glob. Oh right, there's the drumstick and the glob on the door. Music venue doors touch each other. Kan's account. Right up until the Monokuma announced it that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. That's right. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. I think that's it. Okay, let's talk to Chiaki. I think the floor is dirty from the smudge that was left after wiping off the bloodstain.
Yep.
Well, bloodstain isn't strange. Yoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off, right? It's definitely strange. I think we heard this before. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. The killer trying to hide. Have we missed anything? Can I leave? No things to investigate. Okay. What did I miss? We looked at the body, right? Maybe we didn't. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. The bloodstains, yeah, we did. Yeah. We already went through this last time. We looked at the bag, we looked at the rope. Looked at the candle. Step ladder. Curtain. We look at the control panel, right? We looked at the body. Totally see the killer using it to conceal the neck wound, yeah. What's even stranger to me is the condition of Hyoko's kimono, yeah, on backwards. Nagito and Akane also found one more clue. Yeah, the motel key. Hyoko was killed so suddenly. Right. Alright, I'm just skipping through this because we've already done this. Yeah, I messed with that. I don't know what I'm missing. Should we talk to Fuyuhiko? Talk to everyone again?
Anyway.
When we broke down this door, the killer was still inside. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The storage room. Oh, okay. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. Might as well investigate in here too. Didn't realize we could go in there. What's with this yellow bit in the middle? Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So, how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape blinding Kyoko, that probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. Always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say it for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you could explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? He's always like 7 steps ahead of us. Ugh, frustrating. Oh yeah, can't I like, oh yeah, I totally forgot I can hit a button that highlights all the stuff that I can interact with. Full length mirror. You can see your whole body in this huge full length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. Okay. I saw these stickers all over the venue, especially the columns. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Did we investigate this room before? There's also stickers like all over that rug or whatever that's next to the chair. The instruments. What is that yellow bit? I don't understand. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. I think this might be important. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Oh, that's where the that's where that paper came from. I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. I feel like, is there a Monokuma in here? I think this is the perfect spot for a Monokuma. Let's see. Okay. Is that everything now? All right. With this, we might be close to finished investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Where'd she go? There she is. She's hiding. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. They would have to know that that would be the case though, right? I'm trying to think of who would know that about bodies and time of death. But that's weird.
But...
even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. See now, but then they made it look like they happened in that order. Oh, I think I get it. The paper. Okay, if you look at the light fixture where the paper was found, the torn paper, they could have put the paper that looks exactly like the paper around that column along that spotlight thing, covering Hyoko's body during the video to throw us off. Hyoko could have been there the whole time. Yes! I think I got it. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. It's a little self-referential there. They're like, we know we overuse this, but we're just gonna go ahead and use it anyways. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, what movie are they talking about? Then it is possible that one more person might have been killed.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Did I... Which movie are they talking about? Was it the movie in the... Oh, that's why we're meant to go to the movie theater next. We're gonna go see this movie that they're talking about, I guess. It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will be there will not be any more killings. I cannot read. Sonia, my name is Sonia Nevermind, and I never learned to read. Not afraid to admit it. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yep, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make sure something like that never happens. How can you make sure something like that never happens?
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
I
don't like this.
All right, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have to figure out who the mastermind is.
This is kind of depressing.
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste your powerlessness!
it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be? You haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good instincts.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well?
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater.
You...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Remember she used to like fall asleep and stuff like that when the game first started? I feel like Chiaki is becoming more and more like reliable and more responsible and like is becoming almost like a leader in the group. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. Might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. Definitely give it my all until the end. Okay, so we've got the hospital, we got the motel, we got the movie theater. Also, kind of want to investigate the grocery store, or the supermarket. I feel like there might be some clues there as well. I want to check one more thing before I go. I want to see that video again. See if my instincts are correct. I think I can see it again. This that replayed it? No, it was the key. Okay. Which part of it replayed the video? Okay. So, looking right now, my theory might be wrong. Maybe not, though. The pillar does look wider. The one on the right looks wider than the one on the left. So maybe they didn't wrap it around the ring. Maybe it's just wrapped around the column. Yeah, because if I look at it from this angle now, the space between the column and the curtain is larger. I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay, let's get out of here. I guess I'm going to... Oops. Yeah, third island. I'll run to the right and I'll go to whichever one I hit first. I can't remember the motels first. Okay. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Yeah, I don't really like Fuyuhiko. I'm gonna ask Gundam.
So you have appeared.
You're here! Right! Come on out! Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. What the hell is this guy talking about? Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear. And you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Okay. Well, of course it's locked. We have the key. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. Nice. It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. All right, I should go inside. So, Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, Sonya's here.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. How did she get in here? I see. What? Did something happen? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Okay, let's just talk to her right away. Find out what she's talking about. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the Depair disease. So she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. But then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono? Huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Ah, she sent her there.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. That's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Is Sonya the killer? I mean, who else do we have to suspect right now? Sonya's got to be the #1 suspect. So did she come into the room after us? I guess she must have. Because it's kind of strange that she'd be in here with the door being locked. There's the bed. The bed is messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Doesn't appear to be like a sign of struggle at all, in fact. Oh, there's a Monokuma. how do I... Ah, there we go. Pancho Kuma. 593 coins. God. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room. And I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. We found one thing. So that's the motel covered. Okay, I guess they want us to talk to Fuyuhiko.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It's the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel. And when we were about to go back to the music venue,
I get it.
you met up with Mikan and me. When we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found. A body? Yeah! Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies? Like Nagito, in order to confuse us all? Is there... Was that always on his shirt? I'm just looking at his belly there. There's like a... Looks like it could be a stain. I don't know. I never noticed that on his shirt before. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
I see. So Kazuichi and Sanya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously, those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... Well, we're at it. Let me tell you my alibi, too. Oh, what we're talking about I'm just gonna slip this in. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So, you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
Well, we were circling the island. We came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater, and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But I'm pretty sure it happened before, based on what we've seen. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed. And we did discover her body.
huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what it had to do to end up like that. Fuyuhiko's account. Okay. I don't know. That just sounds so convenient that he'd want to talk about that at this time. He's on the suspect list. So Hyoko could have been killed, and then the second death, or the second killing, was just designed to hide the first one, so they could get away with it. Yes. Okay, let's go check out the theater. I think that's next. Electric Avenue. The Wizard of Monomi. Wild gunman Monokuma.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
I see. Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey, manager! A customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes? Did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
As you said, you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See? It's this one! I'm sorry I was born stupid. I don't even remember that.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today, at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. But don't worry, I plan to watch it at once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. What? Why is this a truth bullet? I don't understand. Guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. See what this movie's all about. The video game poster looks interesting. Oh, definitely gonna buy that. You go in?
No.
Ah, hold on! I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush.
Are you sure?
Hasty boys get hated, you know. They might even get hated by boy bears too, you know. You can hate me all you want. Okay. What's this to do here? That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Ah, the bag. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth. The decal of Monomi's face on it. Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag, useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, are you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
Hmm.
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Two bags. Two of the same bag. So,
well now.
Can only one person see the movie at a time? They mentioned earlier that Monokuma was handing out tickets before. And if only one person could see the movie per day, if we know who went to see it on the day that the bag was purchased, then we can know who the killer was, maybe. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
This is exciting! Exciting! All right, here we go. What are we gonna see here? I'm concerned. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. For the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D? That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Happens all the time. Happened to me yesterday.
And was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change.
Fair enough.
So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Okay, so if the killings are supposed to match this movie, first of all, it started out with someone leaving their home country and coming to this country. Who's foreign out of the group? Sonya, I think, right? Not sure who else is. I think it's just Sonya. So it's implying that it's her. And then it's saying that whoever it was suggested that to Ibuki that she hang herself, and because of her ailment, she could have just done it, right?
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage. So, he pumped her full of arrows.
What? Okay, we haven't experienced that.
He also met a Monomi Tin Man who was missing a heart. So Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
Of course.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
That's an Academy Award winner if I've ever seen one.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Is that really a copycat, though? I mean... Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues. 1 for each head. 1 for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
Goodbye, bye-bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I could say to describe this situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Well,
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah? Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Kinda? Ibuki's death by hanging matches Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
but
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people. But it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder. They should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Huh. Okay, so we have at least one more place to go to, and that's the supermarket. Or not the supermarket, the hospital. Let's talk to Kazuichi first. We haven't spoken to him in a while. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
hey,
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Did you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? Also, Fuyuhiko went there, right? Looking for Hiyoko. Maybe he grabbed another camera? I don't know.
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey,
But if I had left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate. So I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music video and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Oh, gotta parse all that. Even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you'll be able to interfere. Okay. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. I don't know what I'm supposed to make of that. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had no reason. You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey, hey.
That's a weird thing to say. Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging there, like there is now. That looks green to me. Is it just me? That looks like a green curtain. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. Candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Ah, hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right? Is there handprints all over the window there? Never noticed that before. Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But you didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, she climbed the stepladder on her own. Does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You.
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure it out that easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. You said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but does she seem a little upset? I don't think that's Ibuki. I don't know, just looking at the body, it looks like a man. The hands are larger. I don't know. Also the hair. The hair is like a dead giveaway. Let's go take a look at her room. Also, we have Akane here.
Now then.
Ooh, I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. He's so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. Well, that's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just go use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably fit right into it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing?
Huh?
Are you saying I should wear the 1 hour to war? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Okay, so that's further kind of cementing the idea that that was staged by someone. Wait, which... Oh, they're just patience rooms now. Okay, let's... I don't know which one was hers, so I'm just gonna go up. Conference room. Staff room. Okay. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
hey,
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'cause
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
hey,
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. What is she talking about?
aww.
Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. This is where it was staged. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey,
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect! A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look, and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Guess I'm done investigating the hospital. Look at the floor, that curtain. I don't see a ladder though. I think probably maybe like that hanging, the beginning part of the hanging that we saw was recorded here. I should move on to a different place.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. And go we shall. On the next episode, thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.